Tree Service, and they'll have it quickly out of the way for a great price. But don't wait until the tree falls. It may not fall in the field. It may hit your car, your house, or worse. So call Pride Tree Service today and avoid all those headaches before they happen. Pride Tree Service, 840-0750. That's 840-0750.
Hey Ocala, this is Kelli Hart, Executive Editor of Ocala Magazine. Did you know last year Ocala Magazine won more awards in excellence than any other publication in Florida? And this year, Ocala Magazine was named Best Consumer Magazine in the state. Now you can join me every Friday at 10 a.m. on Ocala Magazine Radio, where we bring the pages of Ocala Magazine to life, right here on The Source. Ocala Magazine thanks you for making us #1. And remember, there is only one Ocala Magazine.
Ocala, baby, what makes you look so good? Ocala, baby, what makes you look so good? Why don't you love me like I know you could?
We do love her. What's the matter with you? Tell this guy to change his words, would you, Kelly?
I'll call him.
It's time for Ocala Magazine Radio. Kelli Hart is here. Chris Wims, is it Wims? Wims? Good morning, Chris. How are you? How come I don't hear you? Try it now. Try it now.
Hello?
There you are. There you are.
I'm there.
Good morning. How are you guys doing?
We're great.
Good.
You both look great. That's
Thanks.
a good shot of you two right there.
Thanks so much.
Got to keep up.
Where'd you go together? Oh, you went to Asheville together, didn't you?
We did? Yes.
And?
Well,
I know you told me about it already.
Yeah, it was great.
But Chris didn't tell me about it. Did you have a good time? Did you like all that, the artsy scene? Are you an artsy?
Yes, I did. I did. It was very refreshing. It was very inspiring, to say the most, because, you know, my artist inside definitely had a chance to see things different, see how people were so resourceful, and it was great.
I love the fact that an artist can use photography as the medium. You know what I mean? Because we all can take a picture, so we think it's easy, but then when somebody with a different eye, like you, you definitely show us that a camera is not a camera is not a camera.
Right.
It's all about perspective.
What was the thing I heard somebody say one time? You would never say to a chef, gosh, this is a great meal. You must have a nice oven.
Right, yeah.
Right? You would, so you never say to a photographer, this is a great picture. You must have a good camera.
Right.
It's the chef that makes the food. It's the photographer that makes the picture.
Well, anyone can buy a nice oven or a nice camera.
Yeah, you must. They wouldn't say it to you as a writer. They wouldn't say you must have a nice printer.
yeah. Wow.
This is a good.
She has a good pen.
This is
your
a good
keyboard
story.
is amazing. Yeah. No.
Can you imagine if people did that?
No.
This is a well-written story. Where'd you get your printer from?
No. Well, you know, I guess. Yeah. I mean, to be a writer, it's kind of raw. It is what it is. It's either done well or it's not, and there's really nobody. But then again, if it's a bad story, there's also nothing to blame it on. Maybe a photographer can blame the camera or the lens, you know, like, oh man, my lens messed up or something. But
I try not to. I try to be pretty honest about it. I'm like, you know what, I messed up. I'm stupid.
Well, see, yeah, but okay.
Yeah.
But that's what we all do.
Yeah.
I mean, you could say, gosh, that was a great radio interview. You must have a nice microphone. Yeah.
Yeah, great.
That's why.
Well, it's been really nice because in the past, when Ocala Magazine has done travel stories, we usually have to rely a lot on either stock images or, like, if the travel agency provides us with some type of photos that are used for marketing and promotions. And so it's been really nice to be able, when Chris and I go, because he is, you know, does photography as well, to have something we can bring back that are our own photos and not just my story paired with some photos that someone else took of someone else's experience. So it's been very nice to have that, because I think that was really one facet that we were missing. And it was nice when we went, what was it, last week?
Yeah, but I will say I'm no Chris Red, but I'm working on it. But yes, the photography is definitely fun, and I like it.
Yeah,
but yeah, nice. Last week we went to Pandora.
Last week we went to Pandora.
Oh, yeah.
And I don't know if you saw the cover yet that we put on the Ocala Magazine Facebook page, but the book will be out on Tuesday, but we went ahead and uploaded the cover so people could see it and anticipate when it comes out. And it's got a beautiful avatar, well, a Navi, I guess, on the front, because she wasn't an avatar.
Yes.
Did you see the movie?
Yeah, we saw the movie.
Did you see the movie, Chris?
Of course.
Do I have to see the movie to like the ride? Is it a ride or a land?
You will need to watch
You
the
should
movie
definitely-
to experience it.
Can't
because
believe you haven't
it's
seen
a
the
whole
movie.
experience.
The movie helps. Well, I want to. I told no. Listen,
Netflix.
Cannot
You
believe
need a
it.
Netflix and chill date.
I know.
Watch Avatar.
You are right. That's exactly
Yes.
what I should do. But but this applies to Harry Potter. I've never seen one of them. Mm-hmm. I want to go to that land too. Look at you. What's the other one that's big? Pirates of the Caribbean. I've never seen one of those movies.
What?
Well, I've been
Mary.
in the ride. You know, yo ho yo. I've
Yeah.
been there.
Yeah.
But I never saw the movie.
Well, I can promise you that the movies, I mean, the ride and the movie are not the same.
But does knowing the movie make the ride or the land better?
Yes.
And what is it? A ride or a land with the
Well, it's a
Avatar
land
thing?
with rides inside of the land. So I think what makes it nice is you've seen the movie, and so you experience that through.
Any big blue people there?
No, they're too.
Yes.
They're too big.
Yes.
We didn't see any.
On the ride, there is a big blue person when you're inside.
On the ride.
He's in no, like there's a big blue person in the chamber. It's like a window like this here, and you can't get to him, but
Yeah.
he looks so real. Like you get to see how large they actually are.
Oh, really?
Yeah, the shaman.
in, yeah.
But like walking around, no.
How come
Because they're 10 foot tall.
I asked Kelly last week if she had an avatar made out of herself. She said no.
No.
How much was that? Was that a lot of money?
I don't know.
It was about $40. They do the whole face scan and then like the mouth, the nose, kind of like create a player on a video game, and then they apply it to
Give
a
you a
doll
better
and
body
it's-
though, right? I hope.
I mean, I don't know. I kind of already
So if
have
I'm
the
gonna be
Avatar figure, so
I thought I'd make one of myself and buy a Barbie doll and put
There you
pictures
go.
on Facebook. Say, look what I did.
Yeah.
yes, definitely.
Well, I think when you watch the movie, so you know if you watch something on television or in the movies, and then you go to that place, like on location, maybe.
Yeah.
If a film was shot, maybe like in Pittsburgh, and then you go there, like,
yes.
oh, I recognize these buildings. So it's kind of the same thing, except for the movie it takes place in Pandora, which doesn't actually exist.
Can I tell you one? I know this is kind of an aside from what we're talking about, but have you ever seen the movie Cross Creek? No, that's a no.
I don't think so.
No,
Is that
you-
about a deer?
No,
Oh, no,
but
that's the
it's
yearly.
about a lady who wrote about a deer.
Oh, Marjorie Kinnan Rawlings. Okay, yes.
Oh, you got to do this. Do it with Lily. You guys will love this. You see the movie. It's an old movie. Mary Steenburgen plays what's her name again? Marjorie Kinnan Rawlings.
Mm-hmm.
See the movie, and then go up to her house up in Cross Creek. It's only 20 minutes away.
Huh.
Yeah, it's awesome.
So that's pretty cool.
Because it's like you're in the movie. It's like, hey, I just saw this water pump, and then
That would be nice.
yeah.
That would be nice,
I feel
especially
like
if
I'm
she's a
gonna
writer.
die if I go.
You might, yes. Yeah, you might have a hard time.
I know I'm first to go, so I don't know what to do about that.
No, that would be really nice. It was nice to have seen this movie, which was, I think, like the highest grossing movie of all time. I mean, everyone except for you has seen this movie. And so to have experienced that on screen and then to go in and see it, you really appreciate it, I think, more because of the detail. I mean, it's just absolutely every place you look, there's
I
something.
heard there was a long line, though, like a 6-hour
After
wait.
the fact.
Well, we got lucky because it was invited media only.
That's
when
lucky.
we got to go.
That's awesome.
And of course, the cast was there, and James Cameron was there, and so that was a really big deal.
Did you get to talk to anybody?
We didn't get to talk to the cast, and we certainly didn't get to talk to James Cameron. Although they were just kind of like floating about throughout the day. It wasn't like
So you
they were
could've.
guarded. I'm a little more passive, where I'm like afraid to just go up and
I got to talk to
encroach
someone.
but he is a little more
Who just
outgoing than I am.
Yeah, well, we were in a position with all the media, even though it was media, it was still a lot of people there. So they were doing interviews and pictures with the main cast, and I saw some people that I recognized, and I'm like, oh, Kelly, look. But she's 10 people behind me, like, okay, well, just wait. But I caught eyes with CCH Ponder, who plays the voice of one of the lead Na'vi. I don't know if you know her from any other films, but anyway, she was around walking later. So after the eye contact and I waved, and I'm like, yay, great. I ran into
you got
her
her?
in the store. So I kind of had that little star factor where I paused and I was like, I don't know if I should say something.
Yeah.
She looks at me in her deep accent. She goes, what are you doing with your mouth open? You know to talk to a lady when she's shopping? I was like, oh my God, I'm so sorry. Can I have a picture?
Did she talk like that?
Yeah, she's Guyanese. She's
Okay,
Guyanese.
okay.
That may not have been a good Guyanese accent, but that's kind of what she gave me. So it was great that she was very personable
nice.
and nice. We took a
It's
selfie
nice. She was
together.
just in there shopping
Yeah.
for people. And so if you can imagine, these are the people who have only ever really seen this on set, probably
Yeah.
broken up in parts. And so I thought in my own mind, how cool it must be for them to get to see this movie that they were in actually come to life. Not everyone can experience it. So we were very fortunate that we got to go and just go on the ride. I mean, just walk right up and get on the rides and experience it firsthand. Because then when we came home and then it opened maybe just 2 days later, I saw on Facebook, of course, a lot of people. It was kind of cool how many people from Ocala were there that weekend for opening weekend. But the lines were so long that the whole queue was filled up, which holds 6 hours worth of wait time.
6 hours.
But then out, it was down the path, over the bridge, and into Africa. You know, Africa at Animal Kingdom.
Yeah.
So they had to finally tell people.
I'd rather go see the animals. Standing for 6 hours.
We got to do all of that too because we didn't have to wait in line. I mean, not to brag, but it was awesome. It's a really great ride. I encourage everybody to go and see it. But that was a long time. In fact, they had to finally stop because the wait time would have put the park would have closed while people were still waiting, so they had to cut people off. So for that, I cannot imagine, but it happened. People were waiting.
Yeah.
I would say the one element to kind of give it away, because I remember you asked what's it like, the difference between the movie and being there or something like that. I think the missing element is a few senses, and that would be scent. Scent is definitely one of them. Scent and sensation. This ride gives you both of those things. And yeah, roller coasters give you a sensation because of the speed and the velocity, but this one is like a total... Like if you go through the woods, you smell the bark and whatnot. If you go through the dusty area, you can smell the dust. If you go over the ocean, you smell the salt water. And like we were in the ride, and Kelly's like, "Is that frankincense? Is that lavender?"
I swear, I smelled certain oils, and it was. I thought maybe I was just crazy, but no, it's.
Yeah, you see all these beautiful colors.
Isn't that amazing
it's
that
infused
they think about all that
scent, and then this thing splash, and you feel water splash on you. So it's very interactive. So it's really, really nice.
Wow.
Yeah.
It puts you in the world.
It does. It's so exciting and colorful.
I want to go. You're making me want to go.
Well, you should want to go. But first you have to see the movie.
Yeah, you better want to watch the movie.
You have to watch this movie.
I know.
I can't even believe you haven't seen the movie. Like, I'm still just like, I can't believe. If I have to go buy it and bring it to you, I will.
No, but if I have to wait in a 6 hour line, I'll probably watch it.
The 6 hour line should not stop you from watching the movie first.
Exactly.
So you're going to do that.
You can watch it while you're in the line waiting for your ride.
That's a good. Oh, that's a good idea.
Yeah.
Yeah. That way, as soon as you
can you imagine people saying, "What are you watching the movie?" Yeah, it's a 6 hour line.
Yeah, I may as well kill some time and watch this movie.
I just paid $100 to come into this place.
Maybe a way that they could. You may have come up with a good idea. They may show the movie before the actual ride.
They should. You got plenty of time.
I'm guessing most people have seen it, right?
Yeah.
Most people, yeah. #1 grossing movie.
So they say in the news, because we do the news here, that ride and Volcano Bay. You probably didn't go to that one. Where is that? What is that? Universal Volcano Bay? Or something. Those two rides are going to bring more tourists to Florida this summer than ever before.
What is Volcano Bay? Is that like a water?
I think so. I think it's at Universal. Yeah.
Oh, okay. Yeah, they anticipated that this was just going to be a phenomenon. And I mean, apparently, based on what I saw, I couldn't believe how many people were there on opening day, because you have to anticipate opening day would be so jam-packed. And
That's so nice. And you had good weather that day?
We had great weather. Yeah. And what was really cool about the whole entire thing is now Animal Kingdom is staying open late. You know, they used to close at a particular time because they depended on the natural sunlight to be able to, see the animals and experience all of the things. So now they're going to stay open at night. And so they have created different aspects of Animal Kingdom that will light up, and Pandora being one. The entire Pandora atmosphere completely is bioluminescent at night. So every aspect of it lights up.
The things I did see, I might have seen them from you. I'm trying to remember where I saw what I saw. But it was really looked pretty. I mean, they really...
It was gorgeous.
All right, we've taken a break. Okay. I guess you can tell the music is not there. Which music is going to play? This one? We'll be right back.
Okay.
Your home is safe. Or is it? AA Lock, Dock, and Security. The name has been a staple in Ocala since 1985. Do you have the right equipment in place to have peace of mind when you are at home or away? AA Lock, Dock, and Security has the right people to install and monitor your home or business. Call today for a free on-site security analysis. Call 867-1965. AA Lock, Dock, and Security, 219 Northwest 10th Street, 867-1965.
Everybody's looking for BOGOs these days, and Bob Wine's Camellia Gardens gives you plenty of buy one, get one deals this week. Just listen. Knockout roses, buy one, get one at half price. All blooming hanging baskets, buy one, get one at half price. Bob has Confederate jasmine. That's your favorite ground cover. Buy one and get one free. Check out our old-timey greenhouse, and you'll see glazed pottery, a great selection, all 20% off. Inside, you'll find a wonderful selection of fountains and waterfalls and wind chimes. Tons of stuff that's perfect for Dad for Father's Day. Come get your share of all the BOGOs and check out this week's ad at bobwinescamelliagardens.net. Then head on over to Bob Wines, daily till 4, Saturdays till 2. Bob Wines Camellia Gardens, Southeast 38th Street, Ocala, in the same blooming place since 1952.
I'm a deputy.
I'm an artist.
I'm a bookworm.
We are blood donors.
No matter what defines you, being a blood donor with Life South makes you a local lifesaver. When you donate with Life South, your blood stays in your community to help patients in local hospitals. Make being a blood donor part of your identity. Be a local lifesaver. Donate blood with Life South today. Visit lifesouth.org for locations.
On this episode of What Not to Do, brought to you by
Mike Scott Plumbing. If water runs through it, we do it.
Holy what have you done in my kitchen?
Oh, honey, how is it? I never know when she's coming home.
What are all these pipes laying around? Why is my dishwasher in the living room, and why is the carpet all wet?
Well, remember that fancy new kitchen remodel you've always wanted?
Oh, I do, and this is not it.
But I thought I might save some money by doing it myself.
You thought wrong. I promise this is going to cost you way more. You should have called in the professionals at Mike Scott Plumbing, because I'm pretty sure when I flush the toilet, water is not supposed to come out of the sink.
Noticed that, did you?
The next thing I'm going to notice is you calling Mike Scott Plumbing like you should have done in the first place.
Yes, dear. 866-314-4443.
Yes, 866-314-4443.
That played out so differently in my head. On next week's episode of What Not to Do.
No, not monkeys.
Hi, this is Vanessa Lane Jennings with the Jennings Law Firm, located here in beautiful Ocala. Join me every single Friday at 10:30 for Legal Lane. We'll be discussing various legal topics such as family law, criminal law, contracts, and much more. So this is your chance to call in with your legal questions and have them answered. That's every Friday, 10:30, right here, WOCA The Source.
All right, let's see. Chris Wims and Kelli Hart are here. This is Ocala Magazine Radio, and we're talking about the magazine, sort of, kind of. I guess there's an article in there about...
There is. It's on our cover for our June issue, which will be out Tuesday. It's a beautiful Pandora cover, so make sure that you look for that. It will be hard to miss.
What is this music? Do you know this music? It's got something to do with Pandora. Something to do with Avatar.
Panera?
Sort of, kind of. It's the Blue Man Group.
Blue Man Group.
Oh, it's blue. Okay, I got it.
The Blue Man.
Okay.
I was like, I don't know, NASCAR.
Aren't the Avatar people aren't their eyes a little far apart? Aren't they unusually far apart?
Well,
yes, their parents were drinkers.
Yeah, and they're yellow, so.
Oh, their eyes are yellow?
But they are captivating. Yes,
yes,
very captivating.
They have like a feline kind of human anatomy. Yeah. I remember when Jim Cameron, not at the event but other places, was describing what these people look like, and it was kind of a mixture of a lot of different life forms. You know, they have a tail, they have the braids, they have the eyes, the lips, the nose. You know how they are in tune with
stripes
nature.
too, kind of like
stripes. Mm-hmm.
Can you imagine if we had tails? What we would do when we're teenagers with those tails?
I would hang from the tree.
Oh my gosh!
I mean, the way tails would be decorated if we had tails.
Mm-hmm.
Well,
Kelly's tail would have bangs.
We don't know. Would not. But that would be a lot of fun. Yeah, no, it's really amazing. And so there's also a chance to eat inside of Pandora. They have a big, huge restaurant.
Yeah?
Of course, everything has these really interesting names. And there's also a little, what looks like a shed or like a little shack or something that serves drinks. And, well, we didn't actually eat inside the park. We just had the opportunity to. Some people did. We did not, but.
They gave us complimentary drinks, though, that had, like, colorful
Yeah.
things.
So it was cool. It was like layers of, and then there's alcoholic and then non-alcoholic options. But you know, like if you go into Peach Wave and they have the little
Into where?
Peach Wave frozen yogurt.
Peach Wave. Okay.
Yeah, and it has the little. They're like
Boba.
little orbs that are.
It's like boba. Like boba tea.
It's like it looks like caviar, but like big caviar, like candy caviar. Anyways, you bite into it and it kind of like has a liquid inside of it. I don't know. Anyways, these are in the drink because they look real, I guess, sci-fi or out of this world or something along those lines. But the whole entire, I mean, you could really spend an entire day inside just taking pictures and, of course, waiting in line, eating and drinking and.
So they really got their money's worth out of you guys. I mean, you put all this in the magazine?
Oh yeah. Yeah, we did. I mean, it's our feature story for June, and I think if anybody is on the fence about whether or not they should go, if it's worth the money, if it's worth the drive or the time, and they read the story, their mind will be made up.
On the political kind of angle for this, the state of Florida recently cut back on the amount of money for Enterprise Florida and Visit Florida campaigns, right? Which means they're cutting back on TV ads, is what it sounds like. So the attractions will do the smart thing and invite the media.
Brilliant.
And get the advertising they need.
That's what they did.
Just by giving us a free day, right?
So, I mean, granted, some people, all of us got rooms, and so they put all of us up, and of course they treated us very well because they wanted to get, you know, and so they, but I mean, the whole time we were there, everyone's taking pictures, they're posting, they're hashtagging, they're sending, they're sharing, they're going live, they're doing videos. So that well made up for what they would have spent in marketing had they had to have, you know, sign those checks. So it's brilliant, and because it's Disney and they put you up in Disney properties, it's the cost is probably very minimal.
And watching the teams come in, because I was like a one-man show. It's like, okay, take pictures, film, go edit, save, like talk. You know, it was just so much to do at once. They had teams of people who were editing while they were filming, kind of like they do for sports networks. And here's a commercial. Yeah, they had people who were interviewing different parts. She got to meet the head Imagineer that actually worked with James Cameron to merge the Disney concepts and James Cameron's concepts together. He has this whole like spiritual background that brought the life of the Na'vi to the ride. So they were very detailed. The people around the park were like, hey, this is what this means. This is what this means. Do you know they use this for this? Like there was a whole culture that they would kind of teach you along the way.
Wow, that's amazing.
Yeah.
So to try to catch all that with the camera, and you know, it was a lot to take in.
And the backstory is really cool. I mean, the creatives didn't just get together over a table and think of really cool things that looked nice. They went to other places. They traveled outside of the country to places where these plants would be native so that they would know exactly where and how they should be presented. And so everything, so much research. I mean, years. It took 6 years from, I guess, inception and then opening its doors. So 6 years is a long time.
Yeah.
You know, when you think about
it. I wonder how long it takes to make the movie. What it took to make the movie.
I'm not sure how long it took to make the movie.
Maybe not even 6 years for the movie.
No, it probably took.
But you know, James Cameron said when he got up and took the microphone that he had a dream when he was like 19 years old about these little objects and glowing things and kind of like a foreign planet, and then he woke up and he, you know, sketched them out and then painted them, and so now
his
movie came to life. Yeah.
I wait a minute. I had a dream when I was 19.
Yeah.
Is it a Disney movie?
Tell us about it.
That's it.
Okay.
I'll let you imagine the rest.
Well, there's money to be made in all sorts of movies.
Crazy. Thank you for the next comments you made about the scroll, by the way.
You're welcome.
The drawings. I'm just looking at the clock because we're handicapped with this blank here.
Yeah, no, absolutely. I'm very proud of you guys because not only did you raise so much money, but I like the way that you went about it. I feel like you provided something for everybody's donation. You know, It's easy to cut a check. It's easy to just pass someone money. And of course, the Marion Literacy Council will take any money any way they can get it, as they should.
Have you seen it unscrolled?
I haven't seen the whole thing. It's been about 2 or 3 weeks since I've seen it.
50 feet long, and you guys are at the very beginning of it.
I know, I'm thrilled about that.
Nice.
Yeah.
So we're on
I saw how you had me positioned, too. I was looking directly at the side of her, and I was like, all right. You got my good side, though. But
I just used the photograph you sent me.
Yeah, it's fine.
He wrote me a note. He says, I think you want this, don't you? Yeah. You must have told
I
her.
got the same note from him.
She say, who wants my picture? Larry.
You need to get it. You need to
who the
see
heck
it.
is Larry? You're that big guy at the radio station. You met
I
him
was like,
once.
send him whatever picture you want him to recreate.
That guy wants my picture? What does he want?
I just hit my
picture?
profile picture. It's fine.
It was it was such a brilliant idea, and it turned out so awesome. And after the show, we'll have to have Chris sign his picture and then look at it. Where's it going to end up? Where will the actual scroll end up?
Well, somebody bought it for $10,000.
What?
Wow.
Yeah.
Seriously?
So it's technically not ours anymore.
Oh my gosh.
And the guy who bought it wants to have it in the library for a while. So,
okay.
And I don't know what he's going to do with it after that. But
oh my gosh. Well, you'll have to let us know when it ends up
definitely
at the library so we can go by and take video and encourage people to go visit it. That's going to be amazing.
There's your music. I know.
Well, thank you for having us on this morning.
Yes,
the June issue of Ocala Magazine will be out on Tuesday. Pick that up. Like us on Facebook. We're getting ready to do another contest where we're going to give away a trip to the Gaylord Palms in Orlando, Florida. So it might be a good time to pair that up with a trip to Pandora.
Yes.
And your room and board will be taken care of.
Fun interview. Thank you for speaking today, Chris.
No problem.
Yeah, thank you.
We'll be right back.
All right.
May jobs report just out. Analysts were looking for roughly 180,000 jobs created. But Fox's Adam Shapiro reports this is what we got.
138,000.